Sandra, see, I had to go to the bathroom, so I told her to stall, but you know, she gave me mad love. I just wasn't expecting that. Thank you. Oh, I know, but you know, see, when the poet gives love, they give you love poetically. So I just got to say some thank yous. First of all, thank you to Galeria for holding it down decade after decade. Is anybody here in Galeria de la Raza for the first time? Anybody here for the first time? Right on, keep coming back. Support Galeria, give them money. You know what I'm saying? Make donations, buy things, give extra, you know, do your thing. Because these institutions, despite the gentrification, the economy, the insanity, holding it down decade after decade. So we love Galeria.
Yes.
Please give it up for, what a host, Sandra Garcia Rivera. Okay. Bringing that, you know, fierce New York piece of the Bronx, but also having all that Bay love. I love that hybridity, girl. Also, I have to shout out Mark Pinate for holding it down, and Lunada.
Yes.
Also got to shout out my homie Marcos for just being so fabulous, bringing your sister dinner. I love you, Marcos. And you know, again, on this Cinco de Mayo, I want to shout out successful resistance to colonization. Okay? And our continued successful resistance to continued colonization.
Yes.
And it's also just a super honor to be here with Tim Hernandez. And, you know, just can we get a shout out for all the fabulous novels that are circulating? Yes. So I'm best known in the Bay as a poet, but for people who know me, they also know that I've been working on novels for like the past couple of decades. And, you know, it's difficult to publish a novel in capitalism in this day and age.
Yes.
And so one of the things that I'm playing with in my fiction is trying to find a way to create something subversive in the context of the mainstream. So that's what I'm sort of playing with, and I'm very much playing with that in the book that I'm going to read a piece of. So I want to also give it up for all the parents in the house. I also want to say this contains some adult themes, so if your young people are here, you know, figure out how you feel about that and govern yourself accordingly. My girl is in bed right now, so this is the time where I'm like, ooh, you know, all day long, you know, we're listening to like the happy, quiet, joyful teddy bear music, but now it's time for some adult themes. So, work that out. It's all good. Okay, so, first, I'm going to read sort of the explain-o thing about the novel, and then I'm going to read an excerpt from the middle. So, you know, I have my little pitch thing that's more industry-oriented, but this is a piece that I wrote, which is sort of giving the context about this whole question of subversiveness in the mainstream, describing the novel to my people. You know, and here at Galeria is like my folks, right? What happens to a financial genius who's born brown and female, who grows up poor but voluptuous, who at 17 has to put her brilliance to work saving her ass from homelessness, and puts her ass to work because 17-year-old Puerto Rican girls without family and with kid sisters to support gotta use what they got. But 10 years and a few lucky breaks later, she might find herself with an online degree in bookkeeping and an entry-level job at a women's health clinic. But what happens to a financial genius nearly a decade later when she's running the health clinic for sex workers and the economy tanks? She might start an escort service on the side to make ends meet, and if that wasn't enough, she might use the escorts to case the apartments and do a little safe cracking, because sometimes the best donor to a nonprofit is the unintentional donor. And financial genius Marisol Rivera will do whatever it takes to keep the clinic doors open, including attempting a daring heist of a high-profile billionaire with her badass call girl team. If they succeed, the team and the clinic could be set for life, but there are so many ways her plan could go wrong. Still, Marisol has got to try it because the society keeps churning out brown girls with more curves than cash and more prospects for pimps, johns, and sugar daddies than college professors. Somebody's got to level the playing field a little. It's Robin Hood meets Diary of a Manhattan Call Girl meets Ocean's 11. The Manhattan Escort and Larceny Service. which takes the racist, sexist cliche of the Puerto Rican hooker and turns it on its head, then shakes all the money out of its pockets and gives it to la gente.